To get the minimum from the dataset, simply type the equals sign and minimum and select the first option. Then just highlight the group of data and press enter. To get the maximum, just repeat the process but type in max instead.
To get the total number of your data, just type equals sign then count. Highlight the given number and then press enter. To get the range, type equals sign again and subtract the maximum from the minimum.
To get the class width, we must first solve the 2 raised to k class. The number that you substitute with k will represent the number of your classes. Once substituted in the equation, the number you will pick depends on the sum of the formula. Whichever number you find that equals to a number greater than your total number of data, but the closest to it will be your number of classes. After you get the number classes, simply divide it with the range and you get your class width.
If it is a decimal, make sure to round it up. Go to the formula and type in round. Select round up. After that, go to the edge of the numbers and add it. For limit, put in your minimum in the first cell. Then on the second cell, put in the minimum added by the class width. After that, select the first cell and drag it down to the second cell. Then, select the bottom right little dot and drag it until you get your selected number of classes. Repeat the process with the upper limit, but instead you will add -1 of your class width instead of the class width.
First, highlight all cells that will contain your frequency, then select the insert function button on the top left of the screen. Then select the first option and type in FR. It will take you to frequency, then select it. Collapse the first option and select the group of data. After that, select the prompt to make the rest reappear, then do the same thing with the bins and then select your upper limit from the first to the second last cell. Then click the button again and hold Ctrl and Shift, then press enter. This will finish the process. Make sure to hold Ctrl and Shift or else it won't work.
Getting the midpoint is quite easy. Just add lower and upper limit and add a closing parenthesis, then divide it by 2. Then just grab the little dot at the bottom.
You can get the lower boundary by selecting the lower limit and subtracting 0.5 from it. After that is done, press enter and drag it down. For the upper boundary, just select the upper limit and add 0.5, then press enter and drag it.
To get the relative frequency, divide the frequency of a class and the total number of data. Add in a $sign on the letter of the number of the data. Make sure it is before the letter and after the letter that you add the $sign so it never changes once you drag it down. After adding the $signs, type enter and drag it down.
Lastly, for the cumulative frequency type, in equals and then sum, select the first option and then click the frequency of the first class and then add in a colon and select that frequency of the first class again. Then you add $signs to the first number for the formula and then enter. The result should be the frequency of the first class and then drag down. If it adds it correctly, then you did it right. If not, then retry it as you may have made a mistake.
That is all for today. Thank you for watching our video on how to make a frequency distribution table in Microsoft Excel.